to him, he said his name is Adura, which age. They have this question to answer to Nigerians. I have this listed out. Like, I have a lot. Like, I studied this case. Like, this case is now my day in, day out, like my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm like studying it like bumper to bumper. So I need Nigerians to ask these people, these three people, Adura, Wunmi, and the Mohbad's mother. I need them to answer this question. If you guys remember, Mohbad's father said when he went there, he met Mohbad already embalmed. You guys already know the story. Already embalmed. Took him to police station. They rejected the case. Took him to hospital. On getting there, he found out that the wife was having death certificate without informing the father. Now, I need you guys to take a look at my findings, okay? These three individuals, they really need to come out and explain to the world. Now, Wunmi's story, I have it here, okay? Now, let me start from Wunmi's story. Wunmi said they met at the age of 13, okay? To go through online, they call to go. According to her, the interview she granted two on separate occasions. Number one, she granted that interview with TVC where she mentioned that she was happily married. So according to the interview she granted somewhere separately, she said she was already tired of the marriage, that she wanted to divorce Mohbad because Mohbad became paranoid. So in two different occasions, one she said she was happily married, the other one she said she wanted to divorce Mohbad. Now, pregnancy. She claimed in that pregnancy that pregnancy was forced on her by Mohbad's father. If you look at it that way, that means she's claiming that she never wanted to get pregnant, that she was not ready to be pregnant, that Mohbad's father is the one who initiated the pregnancy. So looking at it from this angle, you will now ask, she was never ready to have that baby. That is what she's trying to explain. Now, she said marriage also was initiated by Mohbad's father. That means, if we have to check it, Mohbad was not ready, neither to have baby, nor to get married to this girl. Because if Mohbad's father was the person who initiated the marriage, and according to what Mohbad's mother, younger sister was saying, he said when she got there, when they were doing the marriage was disorganized, that it was not like a proper marriage. She said, like, she was like, nobody was informed properly. That means Mohbad was not ready to marry this girl. So something went wrong, that they have to do this marriage, you know, in a hurry. And even Wunmi confirmed it by saying that the father-in-law was the person who asked her to go and get the list, the marriage list from the family. So if you think of it, how can, if you are getting married, your husband is the one who's supposed to ask for the list from your family. Now, it was the Mohbad's father who asked for the list. That means Mohbad at all never wanted to get married to this girl. Neither was he ready for the pregnancy, and also he was not ready for marrying this girl. He was just ready to, you know, just to enjoy the moment with her, just because they were just young. So the marriage she claimed they were married happily was not initiated by Mohbad. Okay? So now, according to her interview, now DNA test, this lady Wunmi, she claimed that DNA test, that she never wanted to do DNA test because according to her, the father-in-law called her a cheating wife. There was a post she made on the internet. She said nobody have right to force her to do DNA test except Mohbad, because she was disvirgined by Mohbad. What she's trying to say is that since she met Mohbad, Mohbad was the only person who she has ever had contact with. I mean, man to woman contact. So she never knew any other man, making it that Mohbad is the only man she ever knew. But another interview she granted, there was a time she had another relationship, that she separated from Mohbad and had another relationship. So what am I really believing? Do I have to believe that Mohbad is the only man you ever met? Or should I have to believe that you people separated and you met another man? Now, this is the reason why you said you claimed two reasons. One was Mohbad never asked you for DNA test. Second reason, because your father-in-law called you, what? A cheating wife. Now, the interview Wunmi's lawyer granted with the Arise TV, Wunmi's lawyer bluntly said then that they refused to do DNA test because Mohbad bought a land. Mohbad bought a land for his son, bought for the father, and bought for himself. That means if a man bought a land for his son and both for the father and both for himself. Mohbad never doubted for the paternity of the child when he was alive, and the mother was living inside that house. That makes it now they cannot do a DNA test because why? Mohbad bought a land for the father. Mohbad bought a land for the son. That means any man who buys a land for the son don't have right to ask for DNA test. So they are speaking differently. They are explaining differently. Okay? That is what they are trying to explain. You guys should just get ready because this will be a very long video because I covered a lot of things. It will be a long explanation, and we will conclude because we are trying to like fix dots together. Now, Wunmi claimed that Mohbad died through bullying. That was her first accusation. The same time, there was this audio message that Wunmi was accusing the father, the Mohbad's father, that he already buyed Mohbad and now want to buy his son. That means publicly Wunmi came out to tell the world that Sam Larry and Naira Marley were involved in what buyed his husband. At the back, he went to accuse the father. That means Wunmi is like, she's confused of who to like pin on this case. She's trying to pin somebody. She will pin this person. She will pin the other person. And now, there's another thing. Something that got me is that when she said that even after the buy of Mohbad, when people were there, that another nurse was there. But knowingly what the other nurse committed, according to you, that you said the other nurse, quack nurse, did this and did that, and that was what led to his spine. Now you brought in another nurse. Why did you bring that another nurse, Pico? Please, why did you inform or why did you even invite another nurse? Somebody already died. Why inviting nurse? Why inviting another second nurse? It doesn't make sense. Now, I want you people also to note something because it's very, very important. Is it normal that somebody just died, a widow that the husband just died, instead of you to be screaming, to be restless, to be, to explain yourself, to show the world remorse, and how you went online to start writing, to start explaining, to start calling him nigger. Please, how can you call this guy nigger? Okay, like how can you call your husband who just died nigger without like having a remorse? Upon calling him nigger, your lawyer was already there. So how can your lawyer be there? Who invited the lawyer? Why did the lawyer come? Why? What exactly? Why did the lawyer come? And even before the Mohbad's dad already got there, the lawyer was already there. Even to the extent that Davido deleted, that Davido already donated money. That means somebody has already informed Davido. And Wunmi was online. You know why Wunmi was online? Wunmi was online. You know why? Because she was trying to get information that the people that are there are passing out to the world. That's why she's online. She was online trying to get the information. Everything that people that are present are posting out there. She needs to know what is going on so she can back up herself with some lies. That is why she was constantly online, because she said she got information from online that they were about to bury your husband who just died, which you were still there, which you are among the people that are there. So how can you say you got information online? Somebody whose husband just died is getting information online. How can you be getting information online? At the same time, Wunmi claimed that the father-in-law was the person who bought casket, which is all lie. The father-in-law never bought casket because she was unaware of what is going on. Let's talk about Mohbad's mom. Can somebody explain to me that Mohbad's mom was not available when Mohbad was struggling, when Mohbad was growing up? Mohbad's dad was the person who took care of Mohbad with his brother, raised these kids, and immediately they managed to become somebody. Mohbad's mom appeared, and when she appeared, tragedy struck. Wunmi was trying to explain to us that Mohbad's dad was her best friend. So now, Mohbad's mom, knowing that the only way to destroy everything is to make a friend with the friend of his enemy, with the friend of her enemy. So you can see that Mohbad's mom also, there's something about her. It doesn't make sense because no reasonable woman, no woman with a good heart will leave her kids for man to train. It takes a woman with another level of a heart. So Mohbad's mother never had feelings for Mohbad. She never had any attachment with them. She just appeared there for her financial reason or for her personal reason or for whatever be it, the reason why she is involved in this children's life before this tragedy struck. Now, I want to set record straight with Adura. Last time he appeared on interview, he appeared on the interview allegedly intoxicated. You know why he did that? From my findings, he came there speaking, You can even see he was not even explaining any question thrown at him. He could not even answer that. Because why? He came there prepared. He came there prepared, drunk or I don't know, whatever be it, because he was not looking normal when he appeared there. He was not looking normal based on he was prepared because he doesn't want to be at alert or aware before, so that he can't give out good information. He just wants to be disorganized. So people will think, whatever be it, they will say, he's on drugs. That's why he will divert the main thing that people will not reason. People will say it as, yes, he's not okay. Yes, he is very, very okay. Because this guy, immediately his brother died, what came to his mind was, let me continue from where he stopped. Let me continue his legacy. I can now sing. I can now dance. I can now do this. I'm a born singer. For where? These are all strategies to avoid the thing. Now, let me tell you guys about what I concluded on this case. The motive. And even in abroad, in a case like this, you have to ask, what is the motive? If people are allegedly claiming that Wunmi is involved in whatever be the case, what is the motive that she might be involved in this case? Regrets. You know why? Because this girl got married very early. Okay? She got married very early. And during that marriage, the marriage was, in a rock. It was not what she wanted. It was not what she was hoping to get. That, what they say, Temu, what you order versus what you get. So she was filled up with regrets based on that this girl got married, early marriage. As she was growing up, she now found out that, no, this is not the kind of life I wanted. Now, another thing is that she mentioned something that people was not paying attention. This girl mentioned that when they met, she was 13 and she was a rapper. That means she had this music career in her mind, she had this music career in her mind already that she wanted to be a musician. Now, so if she was a rapper before she met Mohbad, now what happened to that career, rapping career? Dead. And being that this girl, Wunmi, is seeing Mohbad singing and getting successful, that means she might be resentful that being with this guy, she ended up not becoming a rapper that she planned to be. Okay? So it might be one of those things. It might be one of her reasons for being resentful towards Mohbad. Now, another thing is financial gain. This girl was not properly, financially buoyant. So the person that is providing every single thing is Mohbad. That also can put a strain on their love life. When one person is providing something, the other person can have a resentment. He can have anger issues. He can have, some buckle up things that people might not know. So this thing can make Wunmi to turn out and to become aggressive, to have angers, to have a lot of things, emotional, psychological, and a lot of things. So it can affect her. She can act out of anger or she can act out of whatever be it. What might be the reason why Wunmi might be covering up something? Maybe Wunmi is being threatened, okay? Maybe she saw something, or she noticed something, or she found out something. Maybe somebody threatened her that, see, if you say this, remember we have your secret. We will expose you or we will do something like this to you. Now, they decided to cover up whatever be it they are covering up. Now, Adura, what might be the reason for Adura motive? For in case maybe people are allegedly saying that he might be involved. Motives. Motive number one, hated Mohbad. There are siblings who will just wake up and they will hate their fellow sibling. Maybe he secretly hated Mohbad. Why would he hate Mohbad? Maybe, we are saying maybe he hated Mohbad. Sometimes sibling, when one is successful than the other one will have a hate for the other one. Unknowingly, even no matter what you do for that your sibling, he or she might still continue to hate you because of jealousy. How come now that Mohbad died, this guy automatically now to pursue his career, his singing career, his artist career, his whatever, be it he's singing or dancing or whatever. But when Mohbad was there, he never made that move. That means Mohbad was outshining him. Mohbad was a stumbling block, blocking them between Adura and Wunmi. All of them, Mohbad was just like blocking them because all of them had this intention to become a rapper or a singer or whatever. But Mohbad is the one at this moment giving what people want. So they are like invisible, and they might have a buckle of anger based on that. Now, Mohbad's mom, why do people think maybe Mohbad's mom is involved and she's not talking? She might not talk. You know why? Because she don't want to do what? Lose another son. As a mother, she's trying to like protect her kids no matter whatever. She's trying to protect her kids because she already lost one. She don't want to lose another one. It might be, we are saying, probably another reason probably why Mohbad's mom is keeping short or keeping quiet is because what? Maybe she's trying to cover up some secrets. They never expected that Mohbad's dad would get to see that duvet. So she in her mind, she might even be thinking that the man never saw that duvet. So she rushed immediately to do what? To clean up the evidence. You understand what I'm saying? So, but they never knew that this man already saw it, because when she was receiving call, when she was receiving those calls, they never knew that Mohbad's dad will get to that junction before her. Her plan, allegedly, or it might be true, it might be false. Her plan was to get there first before Mohbad's dad will get there, so they can now arrange things before this man will come there. It might be her plan. We are saying allegedly. Everything I say here is allegedly. It's not conclusive. We are just like trying to fix things together. Now, from what I am saying, lack of empathy. If you guys are saying, why is she covering up? Why can't she speak? Why can't... This woman left these kids when they were young, when they were small. She never had empathy towards them. She never had no love towards them. They never grew up with her. So you can't expect a woman who abandoned their kids when they were young to have a feeling for Mohbad. She might not have feeling. They never grew up together. The abandonment has already been there from the time of childhood. So her not explaining things or her not expressing her feelings the way you people want, it might be because she lacks empathy, even from the beginning. Do you know that some mothers have resentment towards their kids when they don't like their father? Now, if Wunmi's mother doesn't like Mohbad's dad, it might be that maybe she's seen a replica of Mohbad's dad in Mohbad. That might even lead to her not to, have these feelings towards Mohbad. Okay? So when you people are saying, why didn't she react in a way that, it might be all these things. So motives are already there. Number one motive for Wunmi. Wunmi wanted to become somebody, a rapper, and she never got to become a rapper due to Mohbad. Now, Wunmi got married early, but Mohbad was not ready to get married to her because Mohbad never proposed to her and Mohbad never married her. It was a forced marriage, which might be making Mohbad to react or to treat her in a different way, which Wunmi at the same time will not be finding funny. So these things can lead to what? Wunmi having resentment for Mohbad. Now, the brother might have a resentment to Mohbad because the brother is seeing Mohbad as a stumbling block who is preventing him from shining. So at the end of the day, what are we trying to establish in this case? I am trying to establish that Wunmi, Adura, and the mother have a lot of things to explain to Nigerians. Can you guys explain this? Explain to Nigerians what happened to Mohbad. What happened at his last moment? Why did you guys took him to different hospitals? Why did you guys embalm him before the father got there? Why were you online monitoring every movement of social media, trying to get information? Even when you claimed that you got information that they were planning to kidnap you and your son, who gave you that information? By claiming you have a recorded audio of Mohbad's dad trying to set you up, there is no way you can record someone when another person is doing what? Is talking on phone, except that phone is on speaker. That means Mohbad's mom gave you that phone, or you people planned to set Mohbad's dad up by saying things that can provoke him and him speaking out of